All right, welcome to the Sports by Cap podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the Sacramento Kings salary cap situation. So let's head over to Fanspo and take a look at their books. So we're inside of Fanspo here, and let's look at the Sacramento Kings, and we're going to view all their payroll. So they're at $165 million. Okay, they got Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Malik Monk, etc. Right? So they got a lot of mixture here. You got older players, younger players, all blended together. And the question is, what's the move that they can make to get over the top? What I would do is I would renounce all these players. Let's go get them Durant. Okay, so they got 165 million payroll. He's got an $11 million team option. He's 24. You got to pick that up. 2.3 and 1.9. So let's do those, and then let's make a trade for a big star. Now I know they have three role players or three centerpieces, but like Malik Monk is a lot younger. DeMar DeRozan's older. I would try to move him out. I just don't think that they have enough of like a core to do anything in the West. You have to be. The West is extremely tough. So the only way to really compete with them is you got to have defense and a lot of firepower, specifically firepower. And you need to do what the Thunder are doing right now in the finals, and the Pacers as well. Um, you need to have an open locker room, open conversation, no hierarchy, and you have to have clarity on what you're doing. Okay, I don't think that they do. I think they're a very dysfunctional organization. The owner does not know what he's doing. Um, they constantly are doing things that make no sense. So, being a fan of the Heat, one of the reasons why I like them so much is the way that they run the team. Culture. They have a culture. Okay. So we have Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Malik Monk, and then a bunch of role players, we're 10 deep here. Now what I would do is I would go get like Kevin Durant. I would move Zach LaVine. I don't think he's that good. I don't think DeMar DeRozan's that good. So let's do this. Let's see if I can get. I'll tell you what. We'll go get Trae Young instead. So we'll send Zach LaVine to Atlanta, and this should be a clean trade. Okay. There you go. Because I literally think that when they traded De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, they created another superpower. I mean, they traded Domantas Sabonis from Indiana to the Kings, and they gave up Tyrese Halliburton, who's in the finals right now. So I'm not real confident in their ability to do competent things, you know. And I don't normally take this angle when I'm talking about the salary cap, but they're just dysfunctional. They have no management skills. It's mind-boggling to me how you can be that incompetent. All right, now let's look at the Trailblazers. So what I want to do is I want to get DeAndre Ayton for Sabonis because he's 26. So let's get rid of Domantas Sabonis, and we'll send DeAndre Ayton to the Kings. Okay. And we're going to try that. It's successful. Okay. So you see what I'm doing here. I've literally gutted their team already. And you'll say, why are you doing that? Well, the reason why we're doing that is I want flexibility for next offseason. So you see, basically these are all one-year contracts except for Malik Monk and DeMar DeRozan, but DeMar DeRozan is out the door. Okay, so we're going to trade him next because, again, we want to get younger. I want young legs in there. It's a young man's game. I want fresh legs. I don't want, old legs holding us down. So let's trade him to the Hawks. And that should still work. And it does. Because we're all under the luxury tax. So these are easy trades to do. And you see, now we're at 133 million, right? So now I have DeAndre Ayton, Trae Young, Malik Monk, and a lot of good pieces that we can build around, okay? And Trae Young is actually an asset that is that could be traded because the Hawks are not going anywhere. So I think I've done a video on the Hawks, and they don't have a lot going on, and they haven't really ever because they're in the division with the Heat, and the Heat they own that division with the Wizards and the Hornets and the Hawks, and I'm trying to think of what the other team is, but it's not really ultra competitive. The Heat usually dominate the division. There's not a lot of competition in that regard. So you got DeAndre Ayton and Trae Young. We got 9 players, and we can re-sign these other guys for 1 year. And again, this is for flexibility. So we're going to I'm going to re-sign these guys all to 1-year contracts. So that way we have flexibility to move and to get things where they need to be. So let me just see here. I'll put that there. Okay. And now you can start to rebuild, because what they need to do is they need to tear this down and get some number 1 picks, get a young player to build around, and then build back up to a competitive team. Okay. The NBA is very simple. There's only 15 players on the team. So what you're doing is you want to be young, and you want to have a couple lottery picks or top 5 picks that you build around, and then you build back up, and then you can be a playoff team again. So you can see we have 161 million in payroll, and next year, 84 million. And if Trae Young opts out, we have even more cap space. So, and the idea behind that is you can either go with him if we make a surprise playoff run, we can keep all these guys, or let them go and then rebuild from scratch from there. All right. So that's the Sacramento Kings salary cap situation. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get an update anytime we upload new content, and be sure to check out the latest videos from the show right here on Sports by Cap on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.